What it do, world? It's your boy Confusion. For those of you that don't know, the word con, it's a title. A title showing respect. A title of a king or a priest. Infusion. To bring two or more things together as one. So looking here at the etymology dictionary, etymology meaning the root, trying to bring back the root of the meaning of the word. Khan, a noun, title of a sovereign prince in Tatar countries, circa 1400, from Turkic, literally lord, prince, contraction of Khan, ruler, sovereign. The word has been known in the languages of Europe since the 13th century. Compare medieval Latin Chinese, medieval Greek Khanes, Old French Khan, Chan, Russian Kanu. In time, it degenerated and became a title of respect. The female form is Kanum, from Turkish Kanim. Cham is an older alternative form of Khan. So Cham, then Khan, then king. And so something I found interesting was, it's hard to pin this down. Because in this, it says it's the title of the sovereign princes in Tatar countries here in the etymology dictionary. But we go over here to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, and Khan, once again, noun, a medieval sovereign of China and ruler over the Turkish, Tatar, and Mongol tribes. So interesting that the Webster dictionary says that the Khan is somebody that actually rules over the Tatars. And in the etymology dictionary, it's trying to tell us it's a title of the princes in the Tatar countries. So we've got a little contradiction already. A local chieftain or man of rank in some countries of Central Asia. So the chief, or a man of rank, a man of stature. And I think that we all want to be king-like or queen-like. So with that, I just wanted to get into the name real quick on that and why that's something that I chose, because the attempt is to bring the two sides back as one. And we'll get into all that. But today, what I really want to talk about is something that we've all been taught that isn't real, that shouldn't exist, that's not reality, that's crazyville, that it's sci-fi, science fiction, that it's futuristic maybe, but not real and not present. What am I talking about? Well, what I'm talking about is portals. We're told that, they don't exist, essentially. But I do want to Google it, because something I found interesting is you can find a lot out just by a simple internet search these days. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get the truth, but it's interesting, the information that's available. So what I'd like to ask Google is, are portals let's see. Are there any real portals in real life? Okay, so the AI says there is no evidence of real life portals, but some theories suggest that wormholes might exist. The concept of another dimension or alternate reality is often explored in science fiction and theoretical physics, but as of now, there is no empirical evidence to support the existence of such portals. And hey, that's what I also believe too. But over this last year especially, those things that I thought were so solid and factual that the majority or all of us believe, those ideas have been broken down slowly but surely. And before I ramble on for too long, let me just show you what I'm talking about. And I don't think that this is some big grand secret, but at the same time, everybody that I've shown has no idea about it. So not everybody does know at the same time. And with that being said, I don't want to take the credit for this because this wasn't my finding. 432 The Drop Radio. Shout out to the brother Con Drop. You can find him at 432 The Drop Radio right here on YouTube. It's on a lot of other social media as well, but the brother brought this to my attention and showed me, so I'm just going to get into it, and I will share it with you as well. So right here in our own backyard, right here in the great United States of America, and none other but California. Cali, baby. And oddly enough, really close to Death Valley, you know. And what I find crazy is that it's there's Vegas, there's Death Valley. So we're gonna come in here, guys. I want to come in right, I believe it's here. I hope I'm not wrong, but I will find this. I've got it saved if not. And I know I'm close here. So there's Death Valley. There's that. You know what? I won't look like a fool. We'll go ahead and just pull it up real quick. Okay, I was close. Let me just zoom out and give you a good idea here. So Vegas is right here. You have San Francisco up here, and so you're right in between the two. A little bit closer to Vegas, I'd say, but as we zoom in here, you have the Sequoia National Forest off to the west, and it's right off of 395, off into a valley here. Just, you know, there's nothing around. I've looked around here a little bit, and there's not a lot here, you know. And so as you zoom in, you know, well, let me just I want to take this off and just really let you see it, as it's it's baffling. Okay, I guess that's fine. Screw it. That's fine. Okay. I mean, I can't tell you for sure what it is. I have no earthly idea. But at the same time, I'm able to form a guess and a hypothesis, you could say. And one thing I want to say, too, is I believe that this has been heavily manipulated since 432 The Drop radio had first discovered it and had shown it to us. Originally, and you can go to his video on it, it'll say something about high strangeness out in the desert, or portal out in the desert, but originally it had shown what it appeared to be stars in here. And so I originally had questioned, while he was looking at it and kind of going around it, kind of giving you different angles and views, as you can definitely tell it goes down in. Oh my goodness. And now I'm starting to think that what I'm looking at here is cables. I could be mistaken, but it's almost as if those are black cables and a ton of them tucked in together, packed in. I could be wrong. It's hard telling how they've manipulated this, and at first I thought that it was obsidian, and you can look obsidian up online. It's got this black kind of shiny glass-like appearance to it, but as you see, it looks as if it's what I had thought originally was water. And just because it shows water doesn't mean that it's not some type of portal or wormhole or stargate. Stargate is a word that really stuck out to me, but we've been told not to believe in this stuff, that this doesn't exist, but yet what am I looking at? And so after looking at it for a while and postulating that it seemed to be like outer space at night, and I had to ask myself the question, is water space and is space water? Have we not been told the truth on how things are? Because we just did a Google search a second ago and it says that no such thing exists. But what are we looking at here? And if it's nothing, then you would expect there to be nothing, but that's not the case. So what really made me believe that it was water was, after thinking about it being water and it looking like water around there in a way, was I hadn't seen this, but that is, ladies and gentlemen, a boat. Like, there, almost no denying it. I looked at this and looked at this and looked at this, and there's the coordinates there. I'm going to share it with you. It'll be down in the description. By all means, take a look, show everybody you know, share it around. The world deserves to know, and not just know what this is, but we deserve an explanation on a lot of things. I feel like there's a lot that we're not told, and I'm not going to get into recent events in the world. It's just a way to spark diversity amongst us, and I'm not your enemy, and I assume that you're not mine. So with that being said, I got looking around this real good after find the boat, see the boat. It appears as if it had been going in and out, but then a buddy had pointed it out to me, as I didn't see it at first, but was this other side right here next to it. As you see the outline here, I couldn't help but think that it looks exactly the same, but just over there. And so I've been sitting on this for a minute, and can't help but I keep finding myself coming back to this. I'm just so fascinated by it. I'm curious. I'm a very curious individual, and I just want to know, like, what am I looking at? Can I figure anything out about it? Just from looking at it, and you can tell quite a bit by by getting a visual and looking at something. I can't tell everything, but we can tell a lot, and so I found that very interesting. But not only that as I came back to it maybe a third or a fourth time, and got looking at it, and I realized that this looked very familiar to me. So familiar I couldn't shake it. And so I looked at it, and I looked at it, and I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, and I'm thinking, and I'm going, what could it be? And then it hit me. This is where I've seen it before. The Halo energy sword from the video game. Crazy enough. I just... mind blown by it. And I'm not saying it, but you find that with movies and video games, especially science fiction, children's, animated, that type of stuff is where they'll put the most truth in, and right in your face. And so what's wild is the same buddy that had shown me that, when I told him that it looked familiar, he messaged me back and said it looks like the weapon off of the video game Halo. I did not give him a hint that it was a video game, nothing, not a weapon, not anything like that. I gave him no hints. I just told him that it had looked familiar. And so, this is the picture I was looking for. Let's do this. Can I split? I want to split the tab, man. I want to split the tab. All right, let's do this. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's look at it like this then. I think you'll see what I'm talking about here real quick. The only thing it doesn't have is the back part, and that's where the hand would go in. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I'm asking you, is it a portal? What is it? And so, again, if you would think that it's nothing, and this is, I had to struggle with that. I had to ask myself, is it nothing? What am I is this some private little boat experimental place? And I question that. But then as you get looking around here a little bit, when you look around, you'll find these tanks set up in a perimeter all around this bad boy. There's another one right there, plain as day, a tank. So, is our military out in the California desert guarding a portal? If so, don't you think that we deserve to know about it, considering we give these people at least 1/3 of our money straight off the top? I feel like I deserve to know. And even if you don't think you deserve to know, I feel like you do. And if you don't want to know, I sure do. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. I didn't know where to jump in at with everything, guys. Another structure of some sort or some type of vehicle right there, right off the road. Right off these little roads right here leading straight up to it, buddy. And so, not only that, guys, there was something else I got this on the very last time I came to look at this that I figured out. And so I'm going to show you everything that I know. I hope that we'll all talk about it down in the comment section. And I hope that you guys can find some other stuff to do with this, and we can hopefully piece some stuff together and figure some more stuff out. But with that being said, let's get into this real quick. So, I'll zoom out a little bit here. I'm going to go down to my layers. And wouldn't you know it, there's a time lapse. View a global time lapse video of the planet from 1984 to today. Okay, so let's do that real quick. Let me turn that on. And something interesting happens. Okay, so we're at 95 right now and going. Whoa, 2002 exactly. Something black pops up here. There's nothing here. So what I want to do real quick for everybody is I would like to add a marker. I want to add a place mark there. I want to label it X. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and play this again now. We're at 2004 right now. I've gone through this quite a few times. I've had my brother help look at it with me. 2000-ish to 2002 is when this pops up down here, this black spot. Now, when you zoom in, it's blurry. It is what it is. It's now like if you were to zoom out, then you can get a pretty good lay of the land here. But I'm going to go ahead and zoom back in here. So we've got our X, our black spot. I'm going to hit play. We're going from 2004. It's going to jump 2 years at a time now. Here we go. Oh, nope, it is 1 year at a time. Okay. So we're going to play this back now because, okay, there's 1990, 95, 2000, 2002 right there. And then as you see, it moves. It moves up to the spot that it is in now. Let me zoom out a little bit here. Do you see that? Do you see that? One more time. Here we go. Here's 2000. Nothing here, guys. Nothing. Nothing at either of these spots. Nowhere. Here we go. Play. 2002 is when it pops up right there. And you see, there's still some right there, but it moves. It moves upward to the spot that it's in now. This is 2007 right now. There's 2009. Still a little black down there, but it's mostly up here now. 2011. No more down there. All up here. A little bit back down there now. At about 2015, 2016, there's a little bit down there again. And you see black. You can see it's like moving. It's 1985. $1990. 1995. 2000. 2002. Right now. Right between the 2002 and 2003. Wild. What are we looking at, guys? See? There's my mark. It's like it took up this whole spot that it's bulb, where there's nothing here. It's as if it had some sort of effect on this entire area. Something else right there. I'll let you guys look around. I'm going to share the coordinates with you guys. Let you guys take a look for yourself. See what you guys can find, because I am blown away by this. No clue what it is, but if I had a gun to my head and somebody told me I had to answer and I had to answer correctly, I had one shot at it. Portal/Stargate would be my answer. What do you guys think that it is? So I think that we're looking at energy. And why do I say that? I think that I know where these are around the world, quite possibly. I'll never claim to know something that I don't know. And if I don't know, I'll say it. If I'm unsure, I'll say it. And if I know pretty damn sure, I'll say it. I'm not immune to being wrong. I'm not immune to being corrected. There's no ego in this. Pure fascination, pure curiosity. And a drive to want to know the answers, the truth. How did we get here? Why are we here? Why don't we remember anything? Why does the world seem to be so crazy and chaotic right now? And I think that in order to answer these questions, we've got to dive into the past to find the truth, and that those answers will come. And so this channel aims to do just that. I will hold nothing back. I will share what I know, what I think, what I've seen, what I've heard. And there are no wrong answers, because we don't know anything. We only know what we've been told. And I'm starting to think that what we've been told isn't the truth. So I said I think I know how to locate these things around the world, and we're going to dig more into this for sure. I'm not done with this, but this is just a jumping off point. And so let's take a look at this map real quick, and I think you'll see what I'm talking about. Carta, Marina. Tavola. Purely speculation here. Carta, Marina, Nvova, Tavola. Gastaldi. 1500, approximately 1565. So, this may be a little confusing at first when you first look at this, but let me orient you. La Florida. So there's Florida. And you see La China, India. So that may be a little confusing as you see India Superior. And we're going to get into that whole India Superior thing. at a later date. So just take a look around here. Africa. I believe this would be Greenland. Yep. Groenlandia. So Greenland. Moscovia. So Moscow, Russia. India. Cambodia. South America. Tierra del Fuego, or nowadays Antarctica. So, here is California, but it's not, everything has shifted a little bit to what at least it appears to be now. So I would take this as Canada up here where these lines start to come out from. And I would take this to be like the New Mexico, Arizona, California, Nevada, that type of a type of region right here stemming from this. Now, I mean, it's not dead on, because if you did, you would expect it to be down in this area right here where my mouse is pointing currently. But again, I feel as if everything shifted, because again, you have, it's not the same. It's different. Things have changed. But what I think that we're seeing here is energetic ley lines that our ancestors knew about, and that quite possibly they're able to either open that up or it's naturally occurring, because I'm not so sure that what we're looking at isn't naturally occurring. Who's to say? You know, I think that the only reason that we see this is because it recently formed and too many people saw it. And they knew that if they were to cover it up and just blank it out like they do the other stuff that nobody knows about, then it's obvious. So it's better just to leave people questioning than to let them know that you're actively covering something up. That's just a guess. It's a hypothesis. But again, we're told that these don't exist. And so, if it's not that, then they should easily be able to tell us what it is, right? But yet, it's not labeled. And it's not something talked about openly, at least that I'm aware of. So if you are aware of it, then please let us know what this is. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to call it on that. But trust me when I say that this is just the tip of the iceberg. This is nothing compared to what I'm going to show you guys, and we're going to look at and read and dig on, because I'm finding new stuff every single day, and the more eyes, the more people that are aware of things like this, then the quicker that we can uncover the truth. And ultimately, that's what we want. We want the truth. We want peace, freedom, and true happiness. And with that being said, I'll leave you with that. Dig on it. Get at me. Let me know what you think. There are no wrong answers. There are no stupid answers or stupid questions. is at the end of the day, none of us know anything. We all just woke up here with no memory. No idea how we got here, why. But at some point, most of us forgot that. And so it's time to remember things that have been forgotten, things that our ancestors might have once known, that was once maybe common knowledge that has been hidden or lost purposefully in order to keep us in the dark. It's much easier to control and manipulate an ignorant or a stupid person than it is a intelligent, free-thinking, bold, courageous individual. So with that, I love you, for I am you. For I am you, for you are me, and we are all one. One love, one tribe, one vibe. Confusion out.